raise dusties, and it ruins the Black community, period. Bad bees raise dusties. So if you want to stop dusties or dusty behavior, then at a certain point, women also have to take responsibility for the bad bee behavior that is leading to the reproduction of dusties. Who thinks that this young boy right here is going to be set up for success? If at that young age he is being sexualized by a woman who is openly engaged in prostitution based upon her own words and her own lyrics, who thinks that young boy is going to grow up to be a disciplined, well-balanced, thoughtful human being? Or do you think he's going to struggle? Do you think he's going to struggle to figure out what it means to be functional, what it means to be healthy, what it means to be moral? What is more likely? Bad bees raise dusties. So again, if you want to reduce the possibility of you running into a dusty, you have got to take responsibility for your own behavior, period. And the fact that there is more smoke for who LeBron James' son is dating and who Jamie Foxx is dating than for the way this young Black boy is being treated by a Black woman is disrespect. And it is devilish. And like I said, you're running towards the road of hell and you're laughing about it. And you think it's not a game. And you're ruining your lives and you're ruining the lives of your kids. And it's evil. It is evil. And somebody has to stand up and say, this is not right. This is not normal. This is not cute. You can't just turn the other way and act like it's not going to impact you, because this is the image. This is the image that people see when they think of Black women. This is it. And if Black women if they don't say this is wrong, I don't stand for this, this is evil, this needs to be stopped. If kids aren't protected, if the young boys aren't protected, if the young girls aren't protected, then Black girl magic, it's all a joke. Black female empowerment, it's all a joke. Divine femininity, it's all a mockery. We have become a mockery. Black women have become a mockery. And we can't blame anybody else for it than ourselves. We can't blame anybody else for it for themselves. Again, guys, at the end of the day, again, I'm here to say that being a bad bee is not a flex. Being a bad bee will destroy you if you follow that trajectory. It's going to destroy you and it's going to destroy your kids, period. I don't know how else to put it. You can sit here and try to do the whole hot girl summer and treat yourself like you're a freaking sex doll, a live sex doll, if you want to do that. But that's not going to lead to good results. It's not. And if you don't believe me, like I said, fine. All you got to do is look at your life, period. And if you're doing all that kind of different stuff, you got to be drunk half the time. You got to be in some substance. You got to always be in some relationship, even if it's toxic. You addicted to something. You addicted to food. You addicted to social media. You addicted to attention. You addicted to weeds. You addicted to whatever your drug of choice is. You can't sit there and lie to yourself and act like living like that is doing you well. It's not. It's absolutely not. And so, like I said, women, when we look away and we deflect and act like all the problems are the men and we don't take responsibility for what we ourselves are doing, nothing ever gets done. And as I've said it before, if this is what men have to choose from, what men have to choose from is these bad bees, these young women twerking on little boys, that's why it's being. Let them leave. Let them go find a woman. Let them go find other women in the diaspora, other Black women in the diaspora, or just other women, period, who will get on the program. If you have already told yourself that you are a bad bee, let SYSBM, let them go. Let them go. You're not going to do anybody any good at that point. You're not even doing yourself good at that point. And don't even lie to yourself. You know it. And what made me upset, again, is that I've seen more smoke for Black men's dating choices than Black women's bad behavior. I've seen more smoke for Black men's dating choices than Black women's destructive behavior. That's a problem. And at a certain point, think about it. Even if you think about LeBron James' son. I can't think of his name right now, y'all. I'm doing blank. But if you think about his son, do we honestly think that school he went to cost $40,000? It was like $40,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So already he's probably in a school that he's not having a lot of access to a whole lot of different black women. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. But if we want to see more black women in those positions of power, or in those positions of prestige, or in those positions of elegance, whatever it may be, then there actually needs to be a conversation on how to get there. There needs to be a conversation about, oh, well, people who actually get into that class, getting the resources to be able to afford a school that's $40,000 a year. That's a whole different conversation. How many black women do you think were actually around him with the kind of lifestyle that he is? Let's just be honest. And if they were they even taught? Oh, okay, LeBron James Jr. Okay, bro, yeah. If they are they even taught? Are they even taught how to be wise and how to be good partners? Are they encouraged to be bad bees? Are they encouraged to be bad bees? Because, like I said, if I had a son, I wouldn't want my son to bring home a bad bee. I don't care if she was black. I would not want my black son to bring home a bad bee. I don't care if she was black. So that's what I'm saying. We have to improve the quality if we want to improve the results. We have got to improve the quality if we want to improve the results. And unless that is dealt with, nothing is going to change. Period. Nothing is going to change. So it's like, ladies, you have a choice. It's like you have a choice. You get to decide whether or not you are going to continue with this whole, literally running down the road of perdition, this whole bad bee culture, this toxic culture that is giving a woman a reason to be disrespectful, dishonorable, rebellious, sinful, and quite frankly, demonic. You get to choose whether or not you're going to eat. That's the way that you want to live, because that's what's being celebrated, and that's what's popular, and that's what seems to be the trend. You have a choice of doing that, or you have a choice of walking away and being like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do differently. I would encourage you to step away from that lifestyle. I would encourage you really to seek a strong relationship with Most High, with God, because quite honestly, the level of darkness that is coming, you're going to need a connection with a higher power. You're going to need a connection with God, period. I would highly, highly encourage that. And quite frankly, some of y'all you're so corrupt that you need a spiritual healing. You completely need spiritual transformation. You need God at your core, because at the core, you become so corrupt. Only somebody with a corrupted mindset and heart can twerk at a young boy and bring little kids around lewd sexual acts and not feel any kind of way about it. Only somebody whose soul has been so corrupted. Many of you guys need a spiritual awakening. Many of you guys, you're spiritually dead, which is why this whole divine femininity stuff is BS and crap, because it gives you a reason to hate men, and it gives you a reason to continue to be rebellious. You turn to tarot cards to look for spiritual readings, but you refuse to honor the ancestors that are alive today. You refuse to honor your mother. Some of you don't even talk to your father or don't even like your father. And you're over here praying to ancestors from generations ago. And you won't even talk to your parents. You won't even talk to your elders. It's foolishness. Spiritual stupidity. It's chasing after the wind. Nothing's going to come of it. It's that at a certain point, you have to recognize, I have become corrupt. What I'm doing is not helping me. I need to change. At a certain point, you have to make the decision for yourself and step away from toxicity and recognize that behavior that we saw, that behavior that we see just being promoted or just not even being checked, is not doing anybody any good. If anything, it's destructive and it's destroying the next generation. And if it is not addressed, it'll continue to bring more destruction. It's not good, y'all. Yeah, see, even people love God when it's convenient. Yeah, and that kind of stuff don't work. That stuff don't work. It doesn't.